everyone, and welcome to SAP Speaks. Today we complete our final project for Dr. Kabowski's class with a few videos. First up, I had an invigorating interview with fellow classmate Connor Higgins, where we talked about COVID and what happens next. Hello everyone, and welcome back to another edition of We Talk. Today I'm talking to my roommate, my buddy, Mr. Connor Xavier Higgins. Connor, how are we?
I'm swell, Sap. Thanks for having me.
Well, Connor, it's been a crazy semester, COVID going on and everything like that. It seems we just had breaking news that there is a closure of the campus tomorrow. Just COVID. I mean, it's COVID's going on, and it's just we don't know what else is going to happen next. And what do you think? When do you think it's going to end?
It's impossible to be sure. I know that the hardworking men and women that are on top of the COVID situation are going to do their best. Hopefully, by next year, kids will be able to be back in school, seeing their professors, learning a lot.
I don't know either, and it's just like, grades are kind of falling apart. It's like I'm distracted, people dying left and right. It's a bunch of casualties. The death toll, I really don't know the number. I don't want to say a number and sound dumb, but it's getting pretty high, There's talk of this vaccine, apparently it works, a good percentage rate and I'm wondering, are you going to take it?
That's a great question. I think we're all a little bit skeptical of it. But I think the more and more people take it, if it's good for essential workers, it's good for the rest of us too. And I think the government's going to, kind of make it mandatory once it gets more produced or more people are taking it. So I think eventually we're all going to have to take it. So yeah, I'm going to have to take it.
All right, well, that's all we have today, buddy. It was good talking to you. Once again, I am your host, Matt Saponaro, and have a good one, guys. When I say that was invigorating, that's an understatement. All right, up next, I had the very cool opportunity to edit the EPK project. We were supposed to link sound bites and clips for A Quiet Place Part 2. Let's take a look. A Quiet Place 2 is a sequel to the blockbuster hit film A Quiet Place about a family who, if they speak, they die. John Krasinski returns to direct this highly anticipated sequel.
It's okay, baby. It's okay.
Mom?
Yeah.
It's everything you loved about the first one, but there's more to experience.
John brings an elegance and an intellectual component to the storytelling that we hadn't really had before.
He had huge ideas for how he wanted to shoot it and how he saw it. So just to have him behind the camera for the nuance of orchestrating that whole thing was huge. I think we all wanted that and needed that.
People are going to go in already with the kind of excitement left off from the first one, and they're going to just come out with even more excitement for what's to come.
I think it's much more challenging to say, okay, if we're literally making this part 2, it's a chapter of a larger story and we're picking up right where we left off.
And it still has all the sort of thrills and spills and scares that the first one had,
The result of making sound here is a lot worse because there's nowhere to run and nowhere to hide to. So it's a lot more exhilarating.
If you make noise, you probably will die. So you still have to sit in the movie theater as an audience member and watch them tiptoe through this entire world not making any sounds.
Don't miss the sequel that everyone will be talking about. A Quiet Place 2, coming to a theater near you. First one, and it was amazing. Let's see if the second one lives up to everyone's expectations. Okay, our final piece today is an interesting one. I had the distinct pleasure to sit down with my friend Matthew Smith, where he talks about what it's like being a triplet. Let's take a look.
My name is Matthew Smith, and I'm a triplet. My brother's names are Daniel and Andrew, and Danny's the oldest, Andrew's in the middle, and I'm the youngest, and we are separated each by 1 minute. I guess it's pretty unique. Always been used to it. I never really thought of anything different, but living in the same house, having the same friends, and like even sharing a room with two brothers that are like the same age as it was great. Yeah, we have the same friends. We've always went to the same school, so we were surrounded by the same people. And if Andrew were to become friends with someone, he would just become friends with me and Danny. Just the way it goes. We always went to the same elementary and high school. So from kindergarten all the way up to our senior year of high school, we went to the same school. And then when college came, I decided to go to a separate school, and they both go to the same school. They both go to Iona. I always wanted to get away, kind of. I wanted to try something new and venture into a different part of my life. And I met some great people here that have made me feel more than welcome. Yeah, I definitely miss them, but I still see them. It's only like a 25-minute drive away, so they visit usually every other weekend maybe, and I talk to them every day. A couple of the most interesting moments with my brothers came in our high school days, I would say. I played varsity hockey for 3 years, and they decided to just try out for the team our senior year, so they both made the team, and when they did that, that was great because I got to play one last year with my brothers on the same team. And then also we played on pretty much every sports. We played together on the same team for all of our sports growing up. We always played on the same baseball or like basketball teams, so yeah, that was special. We would all play forward when we played together, and we actually would just play like in a random house league like during the off seasons, and we'd all play on the same line, and we would do great together. We always had like good chemistry. I was definitely the best at hockey. Alright, so one of the hardships was definitely going away to college, especially the first semester. It was weird going away without my brothers and not seeing them for weeks at a time and living on my own for the first time ever. So yeah, that was definitely hard. Some of our favorite things to do together is probably like go out with our friends and have a good time there, and also go to sports games. We're huge hockey fans and football fans. We are huge sports guys. We watch a lot of hockey, baseball, basketball, and football, but also we watch some TV too. Our favorite show to watch now is probably the Jersey Shore, just re-watching the old episodes. It's great. And also we like watching like comedy movies together and playing video games together. I pretty much listen to any type of music. My favorite is probably country though. And Andrew's also a big country guy, and Danny's probably more of a rap fan. I feel like I'm lucky to be a triplet. Always having someone there to like hang out with and talk to is great. So first off, we're extremely close, so it's pretty much like living with two of your closest friends, which is great. And yeah, we just always have someone to hang out with, talk to, do anything with. One of the consequences is probably privacy. We share a bedroom, so we're always pretty much together, and it's hard to get alone time sometimes. Yeah, that'd be pretty hard. I would still want to see them like whenever I can, but if we decide to live in separate areas of New York, let's say, it would be pretty hard. We've talked about sharing an apartment and trying to live together, but if we have completely different jobs that are nowhere near each other, we're gonna have to like move away from each other. It would definitely be fun living with them, but I would love to have my own place and just live by myself. Yeah, we're all huge Ranger fans, and we're Rangers fans because my dad got us into it, and he was a huge Rangers fan, so just carrying on what my dad taught us, I guess. So we actually all have different jobs. So my brother Andrew works at Rockefeller Center as a skate guard at the ice rink there. So he works over the winter times and he's worked on Thanksgiving, he's worked on Christmas Day, skating around, renting out skates, and helping the people there. My brother Danny, over the summer, he worked at a warehouse where he would just move boxes of furniture, organize them for office buildings. And then over the summer, I worked as a security guard at a bank. So back in middle school, I would say if they had to give superlatives, they'd probably say Andrew is probably one of the nicest kids you'll meet. so probably like nicest in the grade. And I believe in 8th grade, Danny won most athletic. He won the gym award, so he's probably most athletic, even though I think I'm more athletic than him. And then for me, I would say I'm pretty quiet and reserved, but I'm also a nice guy. I would say chillest. During quarantine, a lot of people were, stuck alone at their houses, just talking to their friends over Zoom and everything like that. But since I had my brothers there, we actually had a pretty good time. My favorite memory with my brother Andrew would be going to Jimmy Buffett concerts. We would go without my brother Danny. He wouldn't want to come to the concert with us, but we've had some great times there at Jones Beach. And my favorite memory with Danny is probably when we actually went on a trip, just the two of us, to Philadelphia. That was pretty fun. We just went to a Phillies baseball game and we got cheesesteaks.
Thank you, Matthew, for giving us a very interesting, in-depth glimpse of what it's like to be a triplet. But most importantly, thank you all of you for watching. I'm Matt Saponaro, and this is Sap Speaks. Have a good day, everybody.